I'm called Ataire Maserina. I'm in charge of sales and marketing. Enlight Institute has helped me in many ways because first and foremost, I first shared with Angel where I was really struggling. And as a coach, she was touching those areas. And the most important thing, there were so many things that we covered in as far as helping me in performance, but I will try to summarize because before, there is something she shared about performance that I didn't know before. She made a statement and told me that getting targets achieved is not all about putting pressure on the team. Because before, I was the kind of that person who would really think achieving targets, because being a sales target-oriented company, I have to make sure that targets are achieved month in, month out. So from January to December, I have a target ahead of me. So I have to make sure that the target is achieved. So when she made that statement, that is when my attitude started changing. Now, we were on a journey, of course. She took me through what it was really going to take for us to change the performance. And we handled many areas, and among those ones, she told me that daily meetings, they are a must. So once you miss a day, once you miss 2 days, once you miss a week, then performance definitely has to be affected. So she took me through. She did not only stop there, but she guided me on how those meetings are supposed to be. Of course, with the words like clear, she explained everything in details. You have to first connect with the team. You have to learn. You have to do all those things in order to make sure that the team gets connected. Then another important thing that she told me was the way we were, after analyzing, because we had to share with her how we were doing things before, then she advised me that what we needed was to build a team that was going to be sustainable. And how were we going to build that? By getting in touch with the team, making sure that those conversations, the daily conversations, are happening. Because where I sit, I supervise a number of managers, and they are always away from here. I mean, I don't see them, but in order for me to monitor, to implement and make sure that performance is achieved, it had to take me to learn that and implement it. Know that I have to constantly converse with these managers. So apart from the daily meetings, she also shared one of the key important points that I had to do daily check-ins. Daily check-ins had to be done after work. And she emphasized the importance of the daily check-ins because, someone has had a long day. So you come in to ask, how was your day? What did you achieve? What went wrong and what went right? In assessing all that, it was important for me, because if you get to know that someone struggled previously, then in the morning when you're holding the daily brief meetings with the team on phone, it would help me understand that the reason so and so did not perform is because of this. Then as management, you come in to address a certain issue. For example, if it was fleet breakdown, then you come in early enough. You don't have to wait for a month or at the end of the week. You come in early enough to address such challenges. So to me, it was really important, and I saw performance improve with time, because we started the coaching in July, and we completed after a period of 4 months or 3 months, as far as I can remember. Then another core thing that she really handled with me was about how to conduct those meetings. Because it is one thing to know that the meetings have to be done, but how do you do them in order for those meetings to be impactful? So she also took me through all those things. You have to recognize the team in the morning, you have to practice, you have to inform, you have to inspire. Because one exciting thing that I really picked from that as well is that when the team leaves the branch, here we call them energy stores, with a positive effort, they will definitely perform. They will give you the best. Okay, but when the efforts, when they have low energy, you do not really expect much from the team. So that is also some important thing that helped me. And as of course she shared, I would also share with the team on ground, with the managers. Sometimes, because most of them stay far, we are spread all over in the Western Uganda, we would do the phone meetings. Then once in a while, I would call them in and we do face-to-face, because I realized it was very important. Then I would go ahead and do spot checks. I sit, I say, you are reviewing performance for 10 staff. I want to hear how you're doing it. So that really helped me, and I kept in touch with the team. Then another important thing that she shared was the coaching up bit. I thought at first I struggled, but with time, after insisting, because Angel would ask you for feedback. You had this to do, have you done it? She's very good at following up. So she would ask me, before she comes to meet you for the next session, you have to first tell her about the feedback. If you had an activity to do, what was the outcome? Was it successful? Was it challenging? So the coaching up bit, she told me how to coach up. If I have some feedback to give my boss, maybe I want her to improve in a certain area, then how do I do it? We handled that also. She took me through some steps on how to do that. Then another key important thing, because all these impact on performance, another key thing that she told me was that we have to mentor the teams on ground, we have to train them. And one thing I picked from her, which I actually had taken lightly, we would always have people train us, but it used to be classroom based, and it was less impactful than what she did, because the classroom based, you sit, you actually don't know whether someone has picked the points and whether someone is going to do them practically. So, but I saw this thing of coaching very important, and it challenged me that I have appreciated that I really have to do this thing. With what I have acquired, I have to make sure that I impact that. And how has that happened? When she had just left, because we'd keep doing evaluations on how the team is doing, I would share performance about the people that were benefiting, that were being coached. I realized now that she's gone, what next? This shouldn't be the end. So we created a platform. After creating a platform, I tasked the team that was being coached, since we were picking from different branches or energy stores, to keep sharing. So we'd create them on different platforms, and then they share, they impact knowledge to the rest of the team. Then she also handled partly on attitude, because I was having a challenge with the team being negative about sales. With other activities, they would be into them, but sales, you'd have this feeling sales are hard. But with time, with monitoring, with implementation, with the help of the managers, I don't think we are where we used to be. We are somewhere, and this is actually reflected in the performance at the end of the year. What we achieved, no one was even expecting that would really get those nice results. As far as my personal life is concerned, of course it has improved on my career. Sure, it has a lot, because like I said, the way I used to handle is different now. Okay, it has helped me to reduce on stress, because those days the pressure of achieving targets would really be too much. But now you realize it's not necessary. Just do your thing. Just monitor. Call the team if they have a reason why they didn't achieve. Let's share with them, guide them. And again, it gives me satisfaction because when someone imparts a skill in me and I'm able to impact to the rest, the people that I supervise, and maybe other people may not be supervising them directly, but the people that are being supervised by the managers, they also benefit, because after they have maybe left or joined other organizations, I'm very sure they are already seeing what the managers are doing, which was my initiative at courtesy of Elite. So to me, really, it has helped me. I actually, before she even completed the coaching, I already recommended, because I realized everyone needs this. Even if you are not able to train everyone, but at least management needs this, because it is the only way we can achieve performance in a smart way. Yeah. Now, what I would advise the youth is that they should appreciate, for those who get, even if a job is not well paid, they should appreciate the little that they have, so that they start with that. Then from that, they can always build on a better employment, because there's a tendency whereby, I think this is something I've even observed here, if I can give an example. Someone comes, they are really desperate, they show you at the panel that they're going to prove themselves, they are going to work. But after, what they go and do is different. And of course, with time you get feedback. Maybe they did not appreciate the job, but in the first place, they were really desperate for it. So they should not take jobs for granted. Once they grab a chance, let them appreciate that they have that, even if it is small. From that, they can always get better.